Hi there, Coach Sage Canaday of SageRunning.com here with a quick training talk, little tip. We're going to talk about ankle flexion in this short and concise video. Hope you're doing well and staying healthy. But people ask me a lot about looking into the stride mechanics, your running form, and getting a longer stride. Now that comes from a lot of things, power within the muscles, having the heart and lung power to support the work output of a longer stride. Characteristics that some are genetic, some are trained, some are kind of a mix between the two, fast twitch, slow twitch, muscle fibers, things like that. But in this, what I've been working on myself is looking at range of motion in terms of hip mobility, but now even down to the lower part of the foot, your ankle flexibility, ankle joint mobility. And what we're talking about here is when we're looking at the running stride, is when you're toeing off, you're driving through that big toe, hopefully, off the ball of the foot, big toe, right before you push off the ground with your foot, the angle of where your shin is at relative to the ground, right? How much of a forward lean you've got going on right when you're toeing off. And that's gonna help pre-stretch the back of the leg, the calf muscle down in the Achilles tendon. There's a lot of energy to be gained on toe off. It's the propulsive force that's driving you forward. And so if you have a better ankle flexibility and range of motion in that ankle joint on toe off, that's going to automatically give you a longer stride. You're going to get more bang for your buck, so to speak, in terms of getting a longer stride for the amount of power that you're able to generate. Now, how do we do that? Well, it's come to my attention as I've gotten older that my ankle flexibility as well as my hip mobility have kind of gone downhill. And doing drills, running uphill, running through, doing speed work, a full range of motion definitely helps. The type of shoe you wear definitely could make a difference. But just doing these types of stretches, a squatting position stretch, which I'll illustrate at the end of this video coming up here, as well as doing things like calf raises, even to help strengthen the calf, Achilles tendon area, but also to work on stretching them. So it's a balance between flexibility but also having strength and hopefully not getting injured. And this came to my attention in this diagram, this book, Better Training for Distance Runners. I read this in like middle school. This was published a while ago. Dr. David Martin, Peter Coe, Sebastian Coe's dad, coaching. It's got all sorts of things like the Krebs cycle in here diagrammed. But this picture, this image that I want to show you on ankle flexion, I think is a real key takeaway on how that toe off is going to influence your stride length. And what you could do to improve your ankle flexion and mobility is this simple squat exercise. You do it at home. I'm going to illustrate it in the video right now, actually. All right, so you squat down basically like you're going to pop a squat, like I guess if you're going to the bathroom in some cases. But my ankle flexibility is so bad that I'd fall backwards if I don't have something to hold on to. So luckily we have this ladder. Maybe you have a sturdy desk or a bench or something really heavy. You don't want to be pulling it over or leaning back too far, but I'm basically just squatting down and see this angle with my ankle here. I got the shin forward, so this is the ankle flexion we're talking about. But at the same time here, we're stretching the quads, we're stretching the glutes, the hip flexors, just really working on that mobility, that hip mobility, and I actually feel it in my lower back as well. So I'm squatting down, maybe you wiggle slightly from side to side, kind of open up that SI joint, the lower back. But we're also looking at this angle here, and don't hurt your knees either. This puts a lot of pressure on them. I'm lightly holding on so I don't fall backwards. But again, if you could do it without holding on, it's probably even better. But it's just part of my mobility routine, squatting down as low as possible. Alright, so thanks for watching this little tutorial. Be sure to subscribe on here for more of these running form tips and exercises. I got an indoor exercise routine that I've been working on that's going to be coming your way soon. So subscribe, like if you like these types of videos, share them on social media. It really helps me out a lot. Really appreciate all the Patreon supporters as well for making this channel possible. Hope you're staying healthy and safe out there. Check out our training plans. Coach Sandy and I sell training plans at SageRunning.com for any service, any distance. Link in the description below as well as up here. Thanks for subscribing. Check out the playlist in running form too, and stay tuned for more.